Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Terminus podcast, episode number 110 for the weeks of November 17th, 2018. I am your dispatcher, Ellis Temelio, otherwise known as Train Man, or the Admiral, depending on where you found me from. With me, I have Jacob Durbin, Nick Christensen, and Jared
Ding,
Cole.
ding.
We've been doing this for too long.
We've been doing this for quite a while, but
Happy 4 years.
we also have, as our guest, Doxon Railfan, who has not been on for quite a while, so welcome back. And
yes, hello.
we are going to move on to all of our things this week. We have a little bit more of eventful stuff than we've had in the past couple of weeks, for at least one section. And before we start off, the train will terminate at this station.
Okay, this week we're on a farm. We're at my home. FarmersOnly.com.
MBT quiz.
That's what you. That's what you had. That's what you had hyped up.
Shut up.
Come on.
You're like, I have something, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be good, and it was that.
I thought this was going to be MTB Cribs Farm Edition.
All right.
Only at
Anyway.
FarmersOnly.com.
Anyway, let's do the class on mental responsibility. This starts off the show, of course, as you know, but for people who haven't been around in a while, or, maybe new viewers, which we don't have any, but, maybe new viewers, the class on mental
always have
responsibility
negative viewers
is
every
who
week.
has derailed the least recently. So, let's cover who has derailed the most recently. Starting on October 29th, we had the first derailment of this period. Even though that was actually before the last podcast, but we managed to miss it. This was a Canadian Pacific train. It was actually just a locomotive, but they spilled 3,500 gallons of diesel fuel. It looks like it just popped off the tracks. It doesn't.
How?
It's like so uneventful.
Probably went through a derail.
Something like that. Yeah. Well, and it just shows a couple of train men standing around a CP locomotive, which is presumably off the tracks, and it's snowing because it's Canada. Now, CP also had a derailment about a week or so later, week and a half later. Oh, actually, no, sorry. This wasn't a derailment, but I'm including it here anyways, because it's a pretty major screw-up. A 1.5 kilometer long freight train rolling away at the CP headquarters in southeast Calgary. Now, it wasn't... It says slowly, but they were going... What did it say? 50 kilometers an hour? That's like 30 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. That's not that slow. That's... They're going.
That's
Wow.
fast for,
Yeah,
uncontrolled
so...
cars.
The runaway traveled... Yeah. Actually, sorry, no, that's a different runaway. No, this was just as they're describing, a slow roll for about 750 feet. So not exactly very far, but that's a problem. Canadian Pacific really doesn't have a good history with runaway trains.
No.
What was that one place where they basically leveled?
Yeah, the Lac Megantic, or however you pronounce that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that was them. So they really need to get better at not letting their trains run away. And we have a spectacular runaway train to talk about a little bit later in the show. Union Pacific, the day before that, had a derailment at a pretty ugly-looking diamond down near Los Angeles, in Whittier. It looks like they tipped a high cube over and derailed a couple of more boxcars. It was one track intersecting 3 tracks, which, God, the track work around Los Angeles is just totally obnoxious.
It's
it was
chaos.
It was these hoppers, a high cube, a couple boxcars, and a tank car.
Oh,
Nothing exploded.
Stop.
But it's
Hang in.
it is what it is. UP derailed.
Oh, it's like a 4-track diamond, and it's under a bridge.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's ugly. And then Canadian National to round out the week. That was 5 cars derailing in Toronto. 3 of the cars contained vinyl acetate, but it was not spilled. I don't know what vinyl acetate is, but it sounds really bad. The chemical is considered not harmful for human health. Okay, used in latex paints, adhesives, sealing material, and glues. So, okay, I guess it's not that bad. But yeah, it's basically 3 cars worth of flex glue tipped over, and they can't remove them because they're stuck to the ground. No, I'm kidding. Nothing, no major issue, but still, 5 cars off the tracks. One of them a couple of them totally just tipped over. I thought, it says, derailment occurred near Mosque. I thought it said derailment occurred near Moose, and I went, well, yeah, it was Canada.
Moose.
I'm offended.
But, you should be. But, anyway, alright, that's it for the, oh wait, sorry. The former holder of the, Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility was Canadian National, and with this derailment, that happened on the 11th. They are no longer the holder. The mantle has moved to Norfolk Southern. They've had it before, but not in a while, and it's usually KCS. It's surprising that it's not. But NS takes the mantle, and we'll see how long they hold it for. So, of course, the links to all of these crashes are going to be in the cargoes, which is linked down below. And if you want a chance at being on the podcast, you can use the links that are in those cargoes. So,
go NS.
Anyway, yeah, but don't go too fast. It's onto our trackside.
Deserves the responsibility.
It's onto our trackside tales. This is the stuff that we've done with or around trains for these past couple of weeks. Guys, take it away. I've got to go set up the cargoes.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna be honest because I have literally nothing. I went and saw Amtrak like a week ago, and then I played Run 8 today, and that's about all I've done in terms of railroad activities.
Was it on time?
I don't know if it was on time.
Oh, well, shame on you. What did we pay you for?
We don't get paid.
We don't get paid.
We're not employees, so we don't get ad revenue from
Workers'
the...
We're an all volunteer organization.
Workers' comp. But
Oh well.
That's about it.
I think I've done quite a bit more than that. I've done. I attended our annual meeting for 2018 at the museum on the 10th of this month. That was pretty cool. We had over, I want to say, 24 volunteers that had over 100 hours, and I was one of them.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
At a nice 435 hours.
Wow. I, too, went to a meeting. It was a monthly meeting for the Providence Northern, and we had elections, although I can't really... It's kind of a stretch to call them elections when it's only one person running for each position, and nobody really wants to win.
Yeah, that's how ours were, too, kind of.
Wait, how does nobody want to win?
Nobody wants the paperwork or the responsibility.
Yeah.
But
That makes sense.
The big note for me was that I was sitting next to Roland, who is our electrician. He's an electrical engineer. And he goes, they asked for the electrical committee report, and he's head of the electrical committee, and he goes, all right, he gives the report, nothing really to report, but I am going to semi-retire, he goes. I think it's time to move, I'm 75 years old, it hurts to get under the layout and do the wiring. I think it's time that we move some of the electrical duties to some of the younger members, and everyone, they start looking at me, especially someone who is an engineer, and I'm like sliding my chair away from the table, and Ray, who's sitting across from him, looks directly at me and goes, "Oh, who did you have in mind?" And Roland reaches over to pat me on the shoulder, and I'm scooting my chair back further.
No, not me.
You should have just got up, just like I'm a civvy, not an electrical.
Well, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. But speaking of getting up, we had somebody that had to leave the room because they were being voted on. They were voted in unanimously, but we tossed around the idea of not telling them and letting them stay upstairs for a while. What's that noise?
Oh no.
I have no idea.
Who's playing rock and roll?
No one's playing rock and roll.
Shame.
Demonetization.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We're
Yeah.
gonna lose out on all 5 cents we get from this episode.
Yeah.
How could you do
And
that?
by we, I mean me, because you guys don't get paid. So, anyway. I also, during these past couple of weeks, I paced an Acela.
Oh my god.
It was-
I'll talk about it off air, but I
it
had the crazy stream involving an Acela
Oh
last
no.
night.
Alright, uh-oh. He's talking about it off air. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
But...
No, it was good. It was.
I'm sure it was good, Jader. I'm sure it was good. Anyway, it was in the snow, and they were just coming into Providence Station, so everybody was going kind of slow, or else I would not have been able to pace an Acela, obviously. Also, I went to see Grand Funk Railroad last night at Twin River Casino. So that is sort of railroad related, but not really. I just wanted to plug the fact that I went to see them, and it was awesome. Anyway.
Did you do the locomotion?
I did do the locomotion. Everyone was standing up and, doing the stupid
the
locomotion
good track
motion.
road, my guy.
Yeah.
The good track road.
They're an American band. It's funny because they're a Canadian
They're coming
company.
to your town.
Yeah. Alright. What else,
You
guys?
know what else is coming to your town? More Albany and Western weekends.
They never end. They never stop.
Yeah, they never stop.
Go home.
And they don't stop
I
coming,
got
and they don't
some
stop coming.
25s, some hopper cars, some. We did the Zephyr contest, which is definitely not just the Pioneer Zephyr weekend. And I did a few billboards too, which will be in the chat momentarily.
So I want to see some billboards. I want to, I set myself a goal.
Wonder for inspiring these billboards.
Stump.
Uh-oh.
What is?
I want to see what
is
they...
that? 10-cent coffee restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh no, are they
Double-decker
the advertisements from the US map?
Yes.
Okay, of course.
I really like that 240.
Oh yeah, it's so cute.
That's Albany and Western #1.
It's actually,
it.
the reskin is actually pretty nice. You fit the lettering on the tender really well.
On
But,
engine it didn't turn out so well, but
Yeah, it works.
ignore that. I
uh,
also made a non-static version of it to be on display.
Cool.
you mean a static version of it?
Or
Not a
astatic,
non-static version?
right.
I was gonna say
Uh,
that's the non-static version that you
It,
sent.
it still works. I just removed all the smoke from it.
I like this. I like the lake.
Yeah.
Dank Lake.
I got inspired by a little portion on the Portoma Bay that kind of has this feel going for it.
That actually does look pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to show the audience that. I need to show them
Is
number
this,
one as well.
Is this 2019?
No, this is Tane.
Shit.
There's this
I need
little-
to get a better graphics card so I can run it with shadows. And
I've been doing nothing but building scenes for a bit, just getting some ideas out there of what I want to do.
I spent 40 minutes on a tiny little divot next to the swamp during under construction.
I know. I probably spent 30 minutes on the Tribe movie feeder before. So.
I spent way too long on that. I was
Yeah,
like, I've got to
way.
fill in this whole area, and I was supposed to have it done by Thanksgiving. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
not with that attitude.
I mean, yeah, but not with my job either.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
got to
true.
do work and stuff every once in a while. Every once in a while. Let's not go
Is
crazy
that-
here.
Oh my god, that 240 is adorable.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Reminds me of the Judy K.
What is it reskinned
looks
off
like-
of?
It looks like it
I believe
belongs.
Virginia and Chucky.
Double-decker hamburger.
Yeah.
That's from
No,
what-
TBA.
It's a
TBA.
weird
Yeah, I was
generic
gonna say
American
burger.
accent, I just- we
That's
skip
from the War Thunder map.
Yeah, it is.
that. Yep.
Oh my god, Milky and I were messing around with the trains on it.
Oh, I
Can
saw
you
the
can you-
pictures.
Can you interact with the trains?
You can derail them.
You can
Ah,
derail.
they can
You
hurt you.
can derail them. They can break you. They actually have a driver and an engine modeled inside, so you can disable them. And it also
That's awesome.
has a damage model. So if you shoot it with something, it just gets wrecked.
That
That feels
awesome.
That feels above and beyond for, train in a game.
Derpy train
It's a
physics.
train. It's a train in a World War II game. Like,
Yeah.
On an American map.
Yeah.
From
Like,
all that
crazy.
fighting that we did in the southwest of the U.S. during World War II.
oh yeah, just all of it, dude.
And shout out to War Thunder because I've been spending way too much time in War Thunder and doing stupid
The
things.
map
But this is not the
is
War Thunder
really
podcast.
great. No, it's not the War Thunder podcast, but I have a
This
story
is a
for
railroad podcast.
afterwards. I have a story for afterwards on
Oh,
that
good.
map.
Oh, great! Now you and Jader have stories for afterwards. That's gonna be the theme of this podcast. All right,
Dude, record it and upload it separately as the
War
behind the
Thunder
scenes.
The behind.
No, it's not the Terminus, it's the hangar.
No, it's the building podcast.
Hey, I'm sure that's already a podcast. I mean, this
That's
is
our
supposed to be
spin-off
okay. So
podcast.
the stories
At
relating
the runway.
the stories
Airplane
relating to our
versus
lives.
everybody. Come on.
The stories relating to our lives that are not like podcast or Terminus related, those are supposed to be what we talk about in Sunday driving, but I haven't had the time to make Sunday driving.
Yeah.
So,
Shame.
yeah, I know,
Sweep
shame
that
on
under the
me.
rug.
I would like to make more Sunday driving, I just never friggin' have the time.
Sunday drive. Cool.
You know what else I would like to do? Up at the museum, we have a narrow gauge Portland trolley, and I got approached at the annual meeting about doing the cosmetic on it. So I'm gonna do
Fun.
that for one of our younger members. He also wants to do it. So
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
you have a lot of volunteer hours. I'm sure they use your help a lot.
yeah,
So, alright. Well, anything else that's happened that's interesting with you guys?
I've done
Uh,
a shit ton somehow with college.
Yeah. Go on.
All right. So as of last Saturday, I'm a member at the Hocking Valley Railroad now. I'm one of them.
Whoa!
One of them. One of them.
One of them. Oh.
Jader, that's
Yeah.
how the.
Yeah, I talked to Chris, I think, that night or the next day about it. And he's like, welcome to the railroad, the tourist railroad industry. Get out while you can.
Yeah, I was there for that. I remember that.
Get out while you can.
yeah.
And it's like, nah, unless things start to shit the bed, then I'm not leaving.
That's really cool,
And-
though.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess I could do it with the Sacramento Railroad Museum. Let's just
Do it.
Good.
Do it.
Do
Easy.
it. Do it. Do
You're
one
right.
of them. One of
One
them.
One of us. One
One
of
of
us.
them.
I did I would volunteer for Cape Cod Central, but apparently they're on kind of a murder streak. And they're also far
You know,
away.
with the fact that I'm now learning how to weld and stuff, I'd actually kind of
Oh.
be useful to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
for sure.
yeah, that would be super useful. I'm sure they would love
Just-
you.
Oh, yeah. Welding and
Probably restore a
metalworking.
passenger car.
Those are always valuable skills.
Oh yeah. They are.
It's been so.
I can
slow
design a
to
bridge.
shut up.
I'm not that
That's
useful.
kind of cool, though.
Yeah, but
I
not too many tourist railroads need designing a bridge unless you're the WWNF.
I would say
I
I,
mean-
know one who needs a bridge.
Well, they're
gonna
all
say-
set.
I was gonna say designing a bridge. No, but Hocking has like a shit ton
Yeah,
Those are
because
so cute,
it follows a river or something.
I'm gonna go to hopefully I'm gonna drag Madison and dress up to go to the Victorian Christmas event at
That would be
WWNF.
really cool.
I'm so excited, and it's free train rides all day and like sleigh rides if it snows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, no,
That's awesome.
I cannot wait. And she hasn't been up there, and I'm like, it's trains that are your size.
They're fun
Wow.
size.
There's O scale and G scale. Then there's Madison scale.
Yeah,
and
that's 2 foot.
M scale.
M scale. M scale. All right, that's a good one. That's a
That
good
could be the
one.
title for this podcast.
So,
Yeah, I'm writing that down.
M
So-
scale.
who
What?
sells N-scale trains? Because I'm interested.
Yeah.
the
The Wiscasset
I
Waterville in Farmington. I don't know.
I don't know if they're for sale, but they're
Yeah.
up there.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're there. Booth Bay Railway Village. I don't know. Oh man, this
There
guy
was-
totally got his
Well, you can
tractor
build a
wedged.
replica of one of their
There was something I actually really liked it. I was at my grandma's house. Oh, this was years ago, and they have a model railroad club in their
Yeah.
elderly community. And they had the live steam event, and it was like O-scale live steam locomotives.
Oh yeah, those things
Yeah.
are cool.
It was really cool. Like, they had a legit fire. They had a mini shovel and was shoveling miniature coal into the firebox. It was so cool. I was just like, I want one of these. He's like, it's expensive. And I'm like,
It's expensive. Yeah, no kidding.
I can't,
There was
I can't
It's
hear
expensive,
shoveling
yeah, no
coal
shit.
without thinking of that song.
it's expensive.
here comes the Silverton. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Can't hear shoveling coal without thinking of that.
Oh well.
We pleb.
Well, anyway, are we all set then for this section?
Uh,
Or
I built a sand tower. Well,
oh
building.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, you didn't cover your building things.
Yeah.
You just made me
This
think of
is,
Chris because he's building his thing, or he built his thing. I'm sure I'll talk about that when he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just all out of scrap wood that we had left over from our engineering
Oh,
project.
this is cute.
And I figured, like, you know, before I start taking apart the bridge and everything that we made, if I even decide to take it apart, I want to try to make something out of it. So I decided to make a little sand tower, something that's useful.
Should that
When I
Sorry.
Hmm?
Go ahead. I was going to ask if the sand canister should be bigger.
I mean, it probably should be, but for now it works. If it's supposed to be taller, then I'll just make another one and make it taller. Rip this one off. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a small sand tower.
It works though. Maybe I'll
Small.
put like a little tank, a sand tank next to it. I don't know.
Well, I saw CN in the snow this morning, so that was pretty neat.
Trains in the snow are the best.
Yeah.
Like, at speed or just hanging out?
Dude, that's what I want to do once it starts to snow this winter. I want to go up to like Truckee or, up on Donner and just watch some trains in the snow. That'd be cool.
That'd be super cool.
I was with my family and we got stopped at a railroad crossing by a CN freight. So
I never get stopped at road. I mean, I don't have too many railroad crossings to get stopped at around here, but I never get stopped at railroad crossings. I maybe did once in my life.
When I'm down here, I never get stopped because the freight railroad, they're like a mile from campus.
Yeah, you
Like,
said you can hear them a lot, right? Or
Yeah,
no,
I heard
TJ
them,
said he can hear them.
Yeah, I heard them earlier today, and I mean it. If this was up until the 80s or like early 90s, there was a B&O line that cut through the middle of campus.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, SP has a similar name with one of our colleges out here.
And then the Hocking Valley goes right in front of Hocking College.
Hocking College. Sounds like you're hawking loogies.
heck,
Fun fact, it was originally built as a coal mining school.
Huh.
I never
Hawking
knew
plenty
that
of
until-
loogies after getting black lung.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wonder where the name Hawking actually comes from, though.
I
Well,
think
let's
it's.
see.
I want to say Native American.
I mean, I would assume so.
Let's find out.
I put it somewhere else, I guess.
I'm gonna put
Uh,
Hocking.
Alright, anyway. Is it time for... Oh no, who's gonna do it? We don't have Wybolt.
oh wait,
Oh,
there's one last thing.
Oh, what?
Dawson does
I-
it though.
I started pulling out some Christmas stuff because I had to decorate early this year, and I had to go through like 18 years worth of Hallmark train ornaments to decide which ones I put on my little tiny.
I found
tree.
a couple of those
that's
on
such
my
a struggle.
table. I realized I have a bunch of them, I just don't know where half of them are. We haven't gotten a tree
Oh.
yet, so...
I want.
My
for
grandma
Christmas is-
collected them for like 18 years. and then
There's
gave them all
always-
to me.
There's always like little ornaments you'll see like in the line at the cash register, and there's always like a little Berkshire on it or something. And I'm like, I want to get that this year.
Yeah, there
just
are these little Lionel Hallmark ornaments. I have one just like sitting with all my random crap. But yeah, I don't know. It's the only one I know the whereabouts of. Oh, that's a lot of train ornaments.
Yeah, my grandma collected them for like 18 years, and then was like a couple Christmases ago, here, you take these.
That's actually kind of cool though.
You
Like,
pass
there's
it.
a
They're
Yeah.
passed down.
there's a caboose. There's a lot of.
I see an
tenders in there.
M10,000, I think.
I see
Yeah.
I see a UP ox tender.
Hmm
I see
Yeah.
a gold thing.
What's
Yeah.
the
Gold,
thing?
like Streamline boy.
What's the thing next to the UP Ox tender?
That's the M10,000.
It looks like a Burlington Zephyr.
Yeah.
Not quite. It's the. I heard a
I
stupid
have the
nickname for it, but I can't remember.
for that.
What ended up actually making the cut for the tree was like I got a GG1 New York
Yes.
Good.
Unit,
No.
Hudson,
Yeah.
Wait,
I know
yes.
Mikado.
Yes. Essential.
No, I literally was like, yes for the G1. No, because I heard Central, and then I heard F unit, so I was just like, yes.
That whole thing on the
I
top
said
of the
yes.
box is a PRR thing. It's
But-
like a bullet
But the
note.
Chi Dash one isn't that bad to have on a tree.
Go to Gulag.
Oh,
There is
great
no
news.
dash.
But General Electric.
General
said
Electric
so.
got it wrong, okay?
No, they got it right.
No,
General
that's
Electric
incorrect.
sucks. General Electric sucks. Look at their diesels.
I mean,
Diesels.
God tier.
Oh, that really
I mean,
sucks.
our. I mean,
Oh,
The
great.
Electric
our, I mean, our 65 tonner saved our ass like however many times, and it's GE.
Oh, great. Another Polar Express built some.
No, that's the same one. That's the same one. We'll talk about that a little
Oh,
later.
I'm gonna walk around the post so it says free all means, hang it up on the wall. I'm gonna give my minute
TV
speech
in the background.
Alright.
sit down.
Yeah. If you got background noise, it's okay as long as you just don't. You can just mute your mic while you're not talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next on page-
If you can reach that, if you can mash that mic button,
Mash that
when
mic.
you want to say something, that's fine.
Can we get
Uh,
1 million likes?
Can we get 1 million mics?
The answer
You
is
gotta
no.
Mike
subscribe and hit
Wazowski.
the bell button.
So
Uh,
great Despacito.
No,
All right. Anyway, let's move on then,
Yeah.
because it's time for
Locomotive versus. That was
good
weak.
enough.
That was weak.
I
Weak
was-
sauce.
We actually had somebody do it really
Better-
well the other day. All right, in one corner.
That's
Let
better
me
than
get it.
Dean.
I'm following in Max's footsteps.
Everything's better than Dean. It's like
I
the
heard
worst,
that.
the worst one that we had.
What?
In one corner we have the venerable PRR-K4. This is a small picture. Oh well.
What's the K4 fighting?
The K4 is fighting the
That's
Grand
the
Trunk
boy.
Western K4A.
Yes.
So it's basically the same thing.
No.
Not
no.
quite.
All right, send a picture
on,
of that
I've got
because
a
I've
link.
never seen it before.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll send one.
That
That's
thing
broken.
should work.
Think you. Oof.
Why is that broken?
Think
This
USRA
photo's
Pacific.
Oh, great. That.
All right, we got this.
There you go.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
Think
hold on.
USRA
No,
Pacific.
that's it.
Ellis.
That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
But I have a better
That's
picture.
a tiny picture.
What?
My
Okay.
picture.
Got a
Is
picture.
this a
of
picture for ants?
5629 is pretty.
I do admit it's a
It's-
pretty
Here's a
locomotive.
better picture of the K-4.
Milky, go to Gulag.
Dude making fun of a lawyer for being your wife.
Let me find the picture.
Oh, no, I got a
find
good
better
picture.
picture for you.
I got a good and good size picture.
Nope. That still doesn't
That's
work.
the letter
I
N.
don't know.
I already found
That's the letter N.
one.
After me.
Why doesn't that work?
I was
Should
about
work.
to ask where 3750 is there. I was about to ask where it's at, and then I saw the sign.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
It's like no good. Oh wait, here's a decent picture of it.
It's in standard
I
land.
make like half the guy.
Alright.
Except the pink thing where we're mixing with Tahoe.
Oh, Shit.
Sorry, come back.
Use the
Yeah.
picture of with the centered headlight.
Tahoe, come back. No,
Bell Pair action.
I don't think it looks that bad with the centered headlight. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I
but-
actually like
Wait
it.
a minute. A K4 with a centered headlight.
Yeah, hold on. I can
Yeah.
grab it. I can grab it.
And then
It's
Molly-
actually
Let me see
it's the
this.
first image result when I Google
And just two
PRK4.
people, like,
I
Background.
think we know everyone's opinion.
All right, here is
What the
here's
fuck
the
is that?
K4. It's a K4 with a centered headlight.
You know what? I
Cursed
like
image.
it.
It's good for you.
I like it.
Cursed image.
Yes.
No,
like it.
not everything is a cursed image. God damn it.
No, I like it.
It's better
That's-
with
I-
the centered headlight.
I don't
Actually,
agree.
It's all right. But what?
Eh,
looks
I'm
like
not
a
sure what to
normal
think of
engine.
it.
It's taking
then
away the
whatever the
K4iness
PR
of it because it can't
Yeah.
have a have a keystone.
there's no,
Yeah.
there's no keystone on the front of it, so it's not standard.
It makes
Exactly.
it better than the standard.
No, that's
Maybe.
not accurate.
Well,
All right,
the standards
anyway,
are like
anyway.
everyone else's centered headlight.
Fight! Yes.
Get
The
Uh,
Terminus
okay.
Blank 3!
Okay. Oh shit, that didn't work.
All right, it's time. It's locomotive order. So I am the K4S, and he is the K4A.
Yes.
And who do you guys think should go first? Also, I need to set up the
Canadian
Okay.
dude.
Here.
K4 and the cooler K4.
What's your local base ID?
Okay, I
Oh.
guess that's how
Oh
we're gonna
my
do it.
god.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I see how it is.
I
love
think
that
I
this is a
win.
legitimate point, and instead of this complete bullshit.
I think
It's still complete bullshit.
it's
Alright.
yeah, but it's also a legitimate
It's
point.
actually a shit thing.
Or
You want to go first, or do you want me to win first?
you go first. I
All right,
guess.
my
Alright,
ID is
game over.
159.
No, listen.
What?
Go get some stuff.
159.
4,362.
Yeah. Okay, so I win. Go me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Standards.
I think because these are very, very old models. First of all, I'm not going to ask age.
I told him yes.
but-
We'll start with
Okay, you know what? I'll go for a gimme. What are you? How many are in your class?
5.
Yeah, 425. Okay.
Yeah, that hurts.
It's okay, you come
Oof.
back later.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is your engine weight?
Oh, engine weight. Oh, these guys are fat. I'm gonna lose. 285,500.
Wait, no. 304,500 pounds. No. I'm not supposed to be that chunky.
Wait.
All right, you go.
Did I just win?
You won by about 20,000 pounds.
Yeah, you.
Dang, I thought these guys were fat.
I guess they're not that
Okay.
fat.
The bell pair makes him fatter.
I don't think that's how that
Okay.
works.
All right then. Valve gear.
Wall shirts.
Same.
All right, I get the ball back. Thank you. Let's do. Okay, I don't know which. I don't think this has the coast to coast tender, but wow, you guys have a big tender.
Yes.
What is with that tender? It looks like you stole a tender from a Challenger.
No, it looks like
Probably,
they
yeah.
stole the tender from the
From
the
Berkshire.
No,
Very
the thing
cheating.
that fought Stallion a while ago. The
The
Southern
WP
Pacific
Mike?
thing. Or yeah, I think it was the WP Mike. Like it was a big Mikado.
Extra thick
Yeah.
Mikado. All right, what is your driver diameter?
Oh, okay.
K4R, I can see it already has bigger drivers.
Locomotive function weight.
It's the
Am I
first.
just
It's the first thing on geometry related and attractive effort.
okay?
Driver diameter.
73 inches.
80 inches. Yay.
Yeah.
All right, good. I won. I won one. I won something fair and square.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, I'm not gonna win that one. Let's do. Let's do firebox area. Shame
Let's
on
do cough.
firebox area.
269 square feet.
322 square feet.
Yep.
Big.
How about great area?
66.7.
70. Okay, if I am the bigger engine, I've got to take advantage of that. I didn't think that I was
Yeah.
going to be. I thought I was going to be sort of spindly in comparison. Evaporative heating
Yeah, I did
surface.
too. 3,341.
4,058.
Ooh.
All right. Superheating surface.
794.
943.
The K4A
Dang.
taking some devastating blows early in the round.
Dang.
It's getting blown hard.
is-
Combined heating surface.
4,135.
As the
Okay,
Pennsylvania Railroad
5,001.
continues
I
its
just
onslaught.
decided to. TBA, if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna end up blowing this because you're making it sound too good for me.
Open confidence.
Sorry.
Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume. Why'd I do that?
210.02.
Oh, 218. All right.
Darn.
I just said that. It just came out of my mouth. It wasn't supposed to. I'm not going farther down than that because I'm gonna be in trouble if I do.
Watch your
I'm,
language.
I'm
Tuva.
fairly certain I'm gonna be in trouble if I go further down than that. Okay, we've established that I'm heavier.
Yes. That we did.
There are 10 points in play currently. Crap, I'm gonna lose so hard. We did number in class, I'll do number built because I want one more point.
5.
Okay, 10. I built 425, so good, you got that out of the way.
Wait, I have a question.
What?
Yes.
How many survive?
None.
2.
What? I thought there were like 4 of the.
Yeah, I thought there
Grand
were
Trunk
more.
things.
There are 2 GTW Pacifics that survived. 5030, which was like a J3A, I think, and then 5632, which is
there's gotta be more of them around.
no, 5632 is a K4B, and 5030 is a J3A, and those are the only 2 surviving Grand Trunk Western Pacifics.
I thought there were like.
Why is the Grand Trunk
Western
Western keep stealing locomotive designations from other railroads?
I
You
don't
mean the
know.
Grand Funk?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought there were 4.
Listen, if you guys go and find more, just, go forth. Do you...
I'll
oh,
keep
wait,
it
that's a
in
style
mind.
point. I can't ask that yet. Oh, God, I might...
Unless you want to go to style points.
I can't yet. There haven't been 20 points racked up.
Oh, so that's
Yeah,
that's a thing.
yeah. Oh, God.
Guess I should be on more, huh?
Yeah. Welcome back, TBA. Oh God, I don't want to do anything because I know I'm gonna lose.
Come on. let's
No,
go.
I don't want to.
You have
All right,
to.
fine. Oh God, attractive effort.
Okay, tractive effort. 4,753.
Wait, what? Hold on.
No, 40,000.
40? 40?
Yes, 40,000.
44,460.
Dang.
All right, you know what? That gives me
Oof.
renewed confidence.
That
Robert
hurts.
Lehman seeing this power computation.
13,340.
Yes. 14,350.
As the K4 continues the domination.
Yep. This is
Same
a
as
bad
above
idea.
plus superheater percentage.
15,875.
17,077.
Damn standards.
Same as
Okay,
above,
may I ask
but
a
substitute. No,
question?
shut up. But substitute Firebox area per grade area.
64,022.
78,069.8.
Yes.
Because I can't words right. All right,
getting
Milky, you can
skipped
ask your
around.
question.
Okay, what's your tender fuel capacity?
All right, fine. We'll go back and do that. Tended fuel capacity 18 tons.
16 tons.
What?
In that
This is-
tender?
Okay,
Excuse
this
me.
is probably the
So it's all
stats.
water?
Wait, that's the tender that it got after it was purchased by Jensen and started doing excursion service. This is probably
Yeah.
Damn
It
it,
had a
Jensen.
small
Grand Trunk
tender.
Western.
Oh, okay. Then
It's because I used the as-built.
all right, fine.
design,
Then
not the,
then let's do
not the excursion extendy tender boy.
Yes,
let's do tender water capacity then.
I'm listening.
10,000 gallons.
12,150.
Holy shit.
Damn you,
Uh,
Jensen.
Oh no, Ellis is using the coast to coast.
I don't think that's a coast to coast actually. The coast to coast has like 25,000 gallons.
All right,
The
so
coast
Jesus
is like
Christ.
twice as many. All right, it's 17-1.
There's 18 points
Yep.
on the field.
There's 18 points on the board. All right,
17-1.
let's do these last two.
Fuck.
Power L1.
And the K4A.
18,099.
All right, 20,800 and whatever. And then Power MT.
704.14.
What? God damn it! I always forget the Power MT is
Yes.
always the one that flips it. All right,
Go
I
get
have
him.
691.
Go get
All right, so
Fight.
All right, you're only down by 16 points.
total
Don't kick him
engine
on the
tender
ground.
weight.
Are there even enough options to
I
come
don't-
back from this?
I don't think so.
Style points.
Total engine and tender weight.
Hold on. Oh, god damn it! Why you do this?
You're
that-
bigger.
I know.
That
Total
might-
engine and tender weight 517,
You see,
225,000
that's your advantage.
pounds.
484,300.
Oh god.
Go.
How about length?
Oh no.
I don't
Like-
think that's style. or-
That is actually a
Fun.
point. You have overall wheelbase,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so let's
Uh,
do that one because TBA asked for it.
Tender loaded weight.
No. Let's do overall wheelbase because TBA asked for it. It can't
Where is
switch
it?
who has the ball. So overall wheelbase is the fourth one down in length and weight.
Yes.
Yeah. So
70.62 feet.
74.67. I'm glad I didn't do that one earlier. I was worried about it.
Okay, what's your tender odor weight?
Wait, really? I thought the K4 was shorter.
No, it's not.
Which K4?
Remember, I have.
The PR.
Remember, I have longer.
Okay.
I have bigger drivers.
I thought
So
the K4 would. I thought the
Okay.
K4 was smaller.
no,
Okay.
it's not.
It looks more compact. though.
That's your advantage here. I'm gonna
It
tell you
looks
that.
like it, but it's out of proportion because he has smaller wheels and I have bigger wheels. I'm just a bigger engine all around. Sorry, tender loaded weight is 212,725.
198,800.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that actually wasn't that different. I thought that
The
was going to
Grand
be
Trunk Westerns had small tender, okay?
Okay,
Evidently
what about
the
total
coast to coast.
engine and tender weight? Or shall we give it to the Grand Trunk boy?
We already did that. He did that first.
Engine and
Oh,
tender.
did we do engine weight?
Yeah,
No.
I did that and I made that mistake. That's
Yeah.
the one point that he has,
Okay,
or he
fair.
had previously.
Weight on drivers? Question mark. Did we do that?
No, we didn't do that. 199,500.
Here's one factor of
Hold
adhesion.
on, wait until we finish this.
Calm down.
170,000.
All right, you bastard.
Alright.
All right, TBA.
Factor of adhesion.
Okay, 4.49. Ouch.
4.17.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
then
Grand Trunk.
if we're lighter, so minimum weight of rail.
111 pounds.
94.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright.
fat boy.
Okay. Anything
What?
else you want to ask?
No, wait, no, we haven't gotten style points yet.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay. So we've done overall wheelbase,
Yeah.
engine wheelbase,
Engine wheelbase, 36.17 feet.
35.83.
Yeah. See, you're smaller.
Driver wheelbase,
Driver wheelbase. That's also gonna be bigger, I bet. 13.83 feet.
13.
13 even?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 10 to 18 now.
Okay.
We can move to style points if you don't think there are any other stats you can win on.
Alright, what stats are left?
I don't know.
Not many.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of them.
Ooh, I don't think you guys have done the cylinder measurements.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we haven't done that.
Cylinder volume. Or cylinder... I'm 27 by 28.
Okay. Mobility, tractive effort. I can't find these.
It's above tractive effort. High pressure cylinders.
Okay. 25 by 28.
Really?
Yes.
What? Okay, I'll take that. I did not expect to win that one. I was
Damn
avoiding
it.
it.
Dang.
How are your cylinders so small? They look so chunky.
I know.
It's structural
It's proportion again. My proportions are totally thrown off.
Alright.
All right.
Structural
I think-
steel.
This
Chunk.
is one of the only stats we haven't done. Oh, wait, no, you have
What?
the ball, so I can't.
No, I don't, because you didn't ask that question. They did.
Oh, right. So boiler pressure. I expect to
Boiler
lose.
pressure, 205 psi.
200. Dang.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oof.
Foundation for individual rights.
This was a
Okay.
mistake.
I didn't expect that by any
Yeah.
stretch. Now I have a question, but I can't ask it. So never mind. We'll move on. We'll move on if you want to.
Don't you have the ball?
No, I don't. Cause wait, did you ask that question?
Yes.
Oh, you asked that. Okay, sorry. I do then. What year were you built?
Okay, I forgot about that. That would have been a good thing to ask, maybe. 1924.
Okay, you're 1924. I'm 1914. How are you losing this badly?
I don't know.
Because
I feel like a WP Pacific would have done
I
that.
trust
Grand
the-
Trunk.
I knew I would lose that. I just needed to know the answer.
dude, what do you mean it's Grand Flunk Western?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, we're still around at least. Alright.
That was pretty good.
So I guess let's just take this on over to style.
All right,
points.
style points.
Okay,
I'll win
the
over.
50.
Said, let's take this over to
How
style
many?
points.
How many of yours were streamlined?
You want to take this to style points?
None.
All right, I thought
Hey
so.
Ellis, did you pull a circus train during your
Yes.
excursion train career?
Listen. Oh, during my
Because I
excursion
did.
train career? No, I don't think so.
Yes, we pulled a circus train.
All right, fine. I'll give you a style point for that.
Can we get a style point for the number board?
No.
Yes,
What's special about your
Triangle.
number board?
it's
The
triangle.
number board is more safer than yours.
What?
Because you don't see that kind of number board unlike anything else.
Wait, what picture are you looking at? I'm seeing a boring square number board on yours.
Oh, I'm looking at the one.
I'm
when
going
it
for the
was
safety
on the Grand
handrail
Prix.
point.
The safety
The
hand. Everybody has a
pre-excursion.
safety hand. Oh, on the
No,
stairs?
you don't.
On the
Oh,
stairs? Oh, okay. On the stairs on the front? I thought, okay. Also, the pointy safety number board. No. Because I have the stupid... I have the light up number boards on the side of the headlight. They're just as visible.
Yeah, but ours are cooler.
No.
It's
they're-
actual style.
Okay, I'll put this to the vote of these guys. Is it that cool to have a triangular
Yes.
number board?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
fine. I'll give a stupid point
Grand
for that.
Trunk's Grand Trunk
No.
and CN are like the only roads that have that.
No, that's
Come on, man.
retarded.
Yes.
Listen, TBA, I agree with you, but we're in the minority apparently.
Authority will-
Democracy is work, bitch.
Okay,
Ugh,
you know what you don't have?
lame.
Wait, do you? Hold on, maybe I'm looking at the wrong
What's this
side.
thing I have to do for English
What?
about speech?
Do
Should I add?
you have a power reverse?
Oh, I don't know what I'm looking for with that.
Alright.
I would imagine.
I
would
don't see it.
well.
Which
Hang on,
side
let
are
me
you
get a.
looking at?
I'm trying to look at both sides.
Yes, it does.
It does? How can you?
Yes.
Where are you seeing it?
In the picture.
Oh,
the
I see it.
picture
I
for
see it. I
ends.
see it. It's hiding
Yeah,
underneath. Okay.
It's under all kinds of pipes.
Okay. Hey. Well, you know what you guys do have?
What?
I'm not sure if this. You guys are gonna have to vote on whether this is a style point or not. I think. Actually, no. No, I'm not gonna bring it up because I don't want to endanger that. I don't want to bring that thing. All right, never mind. We have
Fine.
2 pairs of marker lights. We have an extra pair of
Yes,
marker
you,
lights.
you have a shit ton of marker lights.
Wait, where are the K4 marker lights at?
In
There,
standards?
there are some like up top, on top of the boiler where they're supposed to be, and then there's
Well,
an
there
extra
usually
set
are.
down on the
Oh,
on
yeah,
the pilot,
look, they're on the
and then there's a
pilot.
3rd set on the back of the tender.
I can get a ride there.
Hey, the PRR just likes to. Hey, this train is this.
This train is this.
All right.
You're not going to forget what train it is.
That's
Can I get a
accurate.
style point for the stars on the cylinders?
Yeah, I saw
Yes.
that.
I'll
too.
give you a point for that. It's pretty cool looking. I'll give it.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
the K4 get a point for being in service for
Which
like a long
K4?
time?
They're both K4s.
The PR one.
No, the Grand Trunk one, I think, ran longer.
Grand.
Really?
Wait,
yeah,
yeah,
Grand
when
Trunk
were you guys
retired
retired?
late.
Well, when were they retired?
I would imagine like 1959, 1960.
Because here's where I'm trying to get. The K4 is much okay. The PRR K4
I may disagree
is
with what you say, but I will defend him.
It's older.
You're right to say it.
It is older. I'm trying to figure out when the last K4s were retired. Last PRR K4s were retired.
I think 1957 from the PR.
That sounds
Yeah,
about
if you
right.
want to count the New York and non-branch, which I wouldn't here, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If it's the rubber, I might.
1959.
1959
Yeah.
was the last K4 PRR K4, or
No, Grand Trunk.
I thought I saw.
The PR ones were in commuter service on somewhere was owned by the PR, but
That counts. They're still owned by the PRR.
okay.
What do you guys think?
Well, you know what I think.
Okay.
I mean, I brought up the question, so I think the K4 PRR should get a point for running.
Also,
for
that's
so
true.
long.
The K4s came out 10 years earlier, and they were only retired from the PRR officially 2 years earlier. So
That's true.
you know, I'll leave it at that. I'll say no dice because the point for running longer versus the point for being retired later. I'll not worry about the the
All right.
subsidiary railroad thing. So I'll just say that pushes, no points from that.
Okay.
Fair.
Well,
And-
at least that's a cool little bit of information.
Yeah.
Does the PRK4 have a little box around the whistle?
I have a whistle box.
Does it have comfy seats?
Does it
I
have
would
comfy
imagine-
seats?
Likely,
I would
because
imagine
this
these are-
thing was made for passenger service.
Okay, they
and-
probably both have comfy seats. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Does it
Um,
even soup?
It's amazing.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
no
Ask
fucking
Milky.
idea.
I don't know.
Let's see. None of the Grand Trunk things had a head and throttle at any point, correct?
I don't know, actually.
Can
Take that as a no.
Did you have a Stoker? Actually, that's a dumb question.
I'm smiling
I shouldn't
trying
ask
to-
that.
Okay, I forgot. When was the Grand Trunk built? And-
1924.
1924.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Uh,
I'm not sure what else I can come up with
Okay.
here.
What-
This is why we need
My
Weibel or
question
Chris
is-
on this friggin' podcast, because
my
they can
question
actually
is
identify
that-
things off of these engines.
on the
What?
left side of the locomotive, what's that big thing on the side of it? What is
What?
that?
What, the box?
What big thing?
Yes.
On the left side of which engine?
Next to the air pump.
Yes.
Which
I
engine?
think it's
The
That's
on the
probably
Grand
for
Trunk.
cab controls.
Is it cab controls?
What the hell
Or
is
cab
that?
signals, rather.
You have cab signals? Oh, we had cab signals too.
I think it's like a feed water pump, maybe. I don't know.
Wait, did you guys have cab signals? Really?
I
Mm,
thought we were talking about the PR or
So,
scrap
I mean,
pile.
they both have things on the left behind the water pump. I don't know which engine we're talking about here. The K4s, some of them did get cab signals.
Okay.
And-
Why
and train
on the
phones.
Then yeah, it could
PRK4?
probably be a
Why is the dynamo mounted like on the very front?
I don't know.
fucking
Ease
know,
of access, something like that? I don't freaking know.
save the bunch
Because it's to make the wires shorter.
What is it? Is the fuck? I forget. Never mind.
Nailed it. All right, are we all set?
That's kind of it, really.
Oh wait. I have a style point for the K4. It didn't, as far as I know, they didn't have a screw reverse at any point.
Which K4?
they're both K4.
The Penzi.
Yes. Oh, I was gonna bring that
Okay,
up. I was
Chris
gonna
had
see.
that.
I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna push for like.
a cab picture or a video or something of 5629, and I had a fucking screw reverse.
See, that blew me away. By the way, I got into Blount's cab when I was there at Railfest, and I was like,
Alabama.
"That's a screw reverse." I was like, "What the
Wait.
heck?"
Those Canadians.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Knuck boy.
Wait, hang on. That has a screw. That's weird.
Blount
They
has a
must have
screw.
done away
All
with-
Canadian
they must
engines
have
have
done
screw
away with-
reverses. I'm pretty sure.
Not 6325. Not 1293. Those are Canadian. 1293 is like as Canadian you can get,
What's
and
the,
it doesn't.
Not fucking Alabama.
What screw
What's about
reverse?
Alabama?
What is that? What's the difference
It's
between a
it's
screw?
like. I wish we had. I wish.
Suck.
You know how the
Hold on.
reversers in
You have
British
to- you have to
locomotives are
crank-
like dials.
Yeah, you have
crank
to
it? It's that.
crank it forward and back instead of just moving it like a lever. You can look it up. I'm sure. Wait, is
Was
there
that
like a?
like- Was that like the Flying Scotsman in MST?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
that had a screw
Oh.
reverse.
Yeah, same idea.
Okay. Cool.
And they suck.
They allow for some
Oh,
very
they're
fine
chum.
adjustment, but
No chum.
they're chum. All right, are we all set then? Because I'm not sure if we're gonna be. Oh wait, Milky, sorry, we didn't give the point for the handrails.
Boo!
How badly did I get-
frickity-boo.
3 points of contact at all times, mate.
So how badly did I get oof?
Only by 10 points. You made a decent comeback.
Not as big.
This
of
is
an oof as I was
okay. To be
expecting.
fair, going into this, I didn't even expect to win because historically the K4s have not done that well.
No, they're garbage.
Yeah.
They're
Compared to
old
everything
and
they've
sad.
gone up against.
I don't know how the Grand Trunk managed to make this
An
engine.
worse than
I
the
don't
K.
know either. I thought these guys were fat.
I thought
So-
they were good too.
I think it
So
was
what is this? Tank versus now? Pershing versus Valley Railroad 96.
Well, I wanted to. You know what would be even funnier? I thought about that because that's in the list. You know what would be funnier?
Yeah.
Pershing versus 3025 because it's Chinese.
Just gonna drop this here
World War
because it's
III
related.
on the Terminus
China.
podcast.
Where did it go? It went away.
Where did it go now? Alright, 24-14. PRK4 wins. Alright, so what are our votes? Well, I know what... I can't vote. Doxson, you can't vote either. But
Yeah.
you guys, what are your votes?
Pure
I vote for
arcade.
the Grand
Oh! Style point for the K4 because it has trains models.
No,
We're dead.
we missed it.
Damn
Oh.
it!
Missed it.
Dang,
Right.
I forgot about that.
Yes. Well,
That
not,
saved
no,
you.
That would be moot because both of these have models.
Did they both have
Oh.
trains models? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
never mind.
Like,
Sorry.
Alright, anyway, so we got one for the
Wait,
PRR and one for the Grand Trunk.
PRR.
Yep.
Grand
Jada, you're...
Trunk.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Uh,
Go good track road.
I'm looking to buy one at some point.
Yeah.
Like in real life.
Well, like a model.
Well, unfortunately, you can't buy one of ours in real life anymore. It kind of got.
Well, I
cut.
mean, we've got 5632, but I mean, you can pry that out of Duran's hands.
Yeah, have fun.
All right.
Okay.
Made a rail wants to know your location.
That's right. Anyway. Alright, so they're into locomotive versus
Yeah.
huge big
GG.
oof on the Canadians. I mean, we lost to the Australians a couple of weeks ago, so I guess getting back at the Canadians, which is, basically another extension of the British colonies.
Hey,
Next week,
we're not
PRK4
Canadians.
versus the Royal Hudson.
We're not Canadians.
You're
We're
basically
the-
Canadians.
We're the red-headed stepchildren of
Yeah,
the
sure.
Canadians. We're mitten men.
Listen, you don't need
We're
to pretend to not be Canadian. We understand.
Well, my dad is Canadian.
Yeah, see? Feel bad. Feels bad, man.
I really do be like that sometimes.
Alright, anyway, let's move on to the news. Speaking of Australians, so to start off, because we talked about a runaway train, I just talked about Australians, it's time to talk about the news piece of the week, at least for me. The Australian runaway train. Which there is
Oh.
still no conclusive thing on how this happened. The
Yeah,
driver steps off the train, and a huge iron ore train, full, loaded, with 4 engines and almost, or over 250 cars, takes off, going, over 60 miles an hour, possibly upwards of 80.
I smell an unstoppable sequel.
Exactly. This is Unstoppable, the Australian version. I don't know what happened. I'm just picturing the thing in Unstoppable where the guy steps out and the throttle jumps forward, because that's the only thing I can think that happened.
See, when I first heard about this runaway Australian thing, I wish somebody was playing Do You Come From a Land Down Under, but like an ear rape version of it.
And they couldn't stop it. The way they stopped it was they threw a switch in front of it from the control center, from the dispatching control center, at 4:40 in the morning. This thing was flying during the middle of the night, and so before it got to the city, they derailed the train by throwing a switch in front of it.
Oh.
So I just still know how this happened, and that's what I'm amazed. It went 57 miles.
God, it is unstoppable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and it's amazing to me because they just this is why I really am anxious to hear about how this happened. Australia, and I believe the same company, just did a huge thing. It was a huge deal where they tested an autonomous train and it drove halfway across the country or something like that. It drove miles and miles and miles. Totally autonomous train. And so it's if you can do that, how can you not stop this from happening? How did this happen?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it has something to do with it, or if it was just it short-circuited the throttle or something. I don't know. I don't know how this happens. Australia,
Yeah,
please explain.
Yes, please.
I don't know. Runaway trains seem to be pretty common because UP also had a runaway.
Yeah.
In Wyoming, on Sherman Hill, for some reason,
Was this like a month ago? This was
October 4th, yeah.
yeah. So what? They do an investigation. Did they find anything?
Investigators say that the two-person crew of an eastbound train were controlling their train with dynamic brakes until just after cresting the hill, Sherman Hill. When they applied the train brakes, the air brakes failed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
nice.
so the train rapidly picked up speed, and they just couldn't stop it, you know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dynamic brakes aren't made to stop the train, they're made to keep it under control.
On hills, yeah.
On hills. So
Yeah. Well,
it eventually got up to like 56 miles an hour, and it just smashed into the rear of a train in a siding, I guess.
Jesus. And the two
Killed
guys died,
yeah,
didn't they?
Two guys died.
Yeah.
Two of the
Oh yeah,
kids.
because I remember talking about that because there was the one that was like buried in the wreckage and they didn't find him for a while.
There's a photo of the wreckage.
Yeah, he went missing or something.
Yeah.
Dude, it fucked up these engines.
It looks bad.
Look at this, dude. It's bad.
Oh no. I don't
It's
I almost
rough.
don't
I hold on. Let me put the link back. There it is. I just cut it to put it in the cargoes. I'll just show the picture real quick. It's
R.I.P. boxcar.
it's
Oh,
bad.
no.
It's rough. There's an engine that's totally burned out.
Oh,
Yeah.
why are they gray?
I think they just like desaturated the photo to be dramatic.
Show
I don't
the
know.
extent of the
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, that would make sense.
That, or maybe because look at the safety vests. They're still neon colors.
Yeah, but it's hard to mute neon colors. I don't know. I don't think it would be. I'm pretty
Also,
sure they
you can
muted the
see where
colors.
they kind of stopped doing it in the photo. Like,
I don't know.
It's
But-
Photoshop. It's all fake. It's a fake news.
Fake news. Fake
Yeah.
news.
The aliens.
Yeah. You know
What?
You know what isn't fake news?
What?
This station, although I'm not sure how real it is. I'm sure the station's real. But I'm really concerned about the story of the guys who built it. So, in Florida,
Oh,
at the Miami International Airport. No, this is not a Brightline thing. They built this Amtrak station at the Miami
Yeah.
International Airport for, they say, millions of taxpayer dollars. Doesn't say exactly how much was spent here. And they built this new station near Miami International Airport, and 3.5 years later, Amtrak has still not touched it. Like, no, we're not going there. And, despite the writing on the wall, what has never been here is Amtrak. Amtrak is not servicing the station at this time. Oh, they spent $5.3 million to build the station.
Wow.
And they were scheduled to start in the fall of 2017, and Amtrak said, "We have no plans at this time to leave the Amtrak station, in the Hialeah area of Miami." FDOT,
And
Florida
it's a
Department of
deduction
Transportation,
explaining
would
the
not speak on camera, but released a statement in part. Amtrak has refused to sign the lease with FDOT because we would not comply with their last request for possible relocation within the MIC. Not sure what that necessarily is. And here's where it breaks down. Normally it'd be like, what the hell, Amtrak? Because we've been saying a lot of that lately. But here's where the story breaks down for me for FDOT. It just sounds like another Florida man tale. 7 News, which is a news station, has repeatedly asked FDOT if Amtrak had committed to using the station before the money was spent to build it. And they said nothing.
No comment.
There are no comment, no documents showing, or any contracts or anything like that. Basically, it sounds to me like they went and spent $5 million on a brand new station without ever figuring out if Amtrak had any interest in using it first.
Sounds like TriMet.
Sounds like Florida Man.
Yeah.
Florida
It
Man is all over the news because Florida Man wants a train station in Tampa for Brightline. And
Well,
that would add...
The
what?
the station that Amtrak's refusing to use at least sees some use by Tri-Rail, so
Does it?
like that
Okay,
thing's
well,
totally
that's nice.
barren, but it does get traffic from Tri-Rail.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They made it sound like nobody had used the station. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
And it does. Tri-Rail does.
See?
Which would've
Fake
been
news,
a-
like I said. It's all fake. You can't listen to the media. Put
Yeah.
on this tinfoil hat.
Get Alex
But-
Jones.
Step in front of this Brightline train. It's not real. But they want to have a new stop in Tampa for Brightline so that you can travel from Tampa to Orlando, which was proposed back in 2011. And the, who is this? Buckhorn. Who's Buckhorn? I don't know these Florida I don't know this Florida man. But, you know, it could be nice. I'd like to see Brightline expanding, and Brightline might be expanding with its partnership with Virgin Airlines. So,
Hey, I've flown on them before. It's really good.
oh, I hope so. They have Virgin branded passenger train operations in the UK already. So,
Apparently they're better than.
Virgin Air it's really cool too because I know it's off topic, but the plane that I flew on for them was brand new.
nice.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, I would hope
like
so,
it
with a
had
name
just
like
come out of
Virgin.
the Gee, that's
Ba-doom.
is that a point? Is that a point?
We can make that a point. I was avoiding making a Virgin joke.
I think that's a point.
All right,
Oh,
give him a
I'm
point.
not. I'm shameless enough to do it.
You're a bad
Yeah, well, shame on
boy.
you.
Yes.
Anyway,
But it was, I don't know, it was just probably the nicest flight I've ever had. Like, all the movies were free on it, and
oh yeah,
there was, like, endless music. It was awesome.
where did you fly?
To Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I flew transatlantic, when I flew to Naples, there were movies on the plane, and that was really nice. On the way back, I watched 4 straight movies. Literally, from takeoff to touchdown, 4 movies in a
That's
row.
awesome.
Yeah, and it was almost exactly timed. I was finishing up the last movie right as we arrived. Anyway, Brightline has, I like this quote from the article, Brightline has so far done a good job of doing what it absolutely needed to do in the U.S. market, defining its product as not Amtrak and not a commuter train. It's
Nice.
demonstrated its, distinctive stations, colorful trains, engaging online presence, and the one they don't mention, continuous murder. By renaming itself
Wow.
and transitioning to Virgin Trains USA branding in 2019, it remains to be seen how much of that market advantage it worked so hard to establish will be squandered at the price of its new partnership. I like how they
better keep the Brightline name somehow.
it's such a cool name and a cool scheme. I hope they don't screw it up. But this partnership is probably going to help them, considering now they're partnering with more railroady people. Although
And
they were
want to expand the Vegas.
Yeah, that's also true.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to that.
Nailed
Yeah,
that. Drunk
today,
crowd.
today Florida, tomorrow Vegas. And then
Yeah.
2 days from now, the entire country.
And then the
Goodbye.
world.
Why
Amtrak.
just takes over from Amtrak?
Make Brightline
That's it.
Amtrak.
Bright track.
Amtrak is going to be
They don't-
Dark Line.
They don't need much with the.
The what?
They don't need to do much with the Michigan Amtrak service because that's pretty good.
Yeah, but has
hear.
it killed anyone lately? I didn't think so. Anyway.
I mean, no.
Yeah, see? They're falling behind.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Whatever boats you.
They
float,
need to
man.
set up Brightline set up something in Ohio, please.
You know what's really funny?
Yeah. You just need something in Ohio.
No, I'm going
Yeah, please.
What's going on in Ohio anyway, Jader?
Well, let's see. Age of Steam. Last week I believe. Age of Steam test fired and test ran 33. First time
Ooh.
since I believe 2008 or 2009 that I had a fire in it. Which makes that's the second engine they've gotten restored this year. So
Yeah, they're
Dope.
moving over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
From what I understand, they plan to have 19 out by the end of the year, but
Hey,
they're cutting it close.
number 1.
Age of Steam should just
Yeah.
take over EBT. Just wholesale buy it.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised they should.
I would. They,
Set
that's
up
what
like a
EBT
second
needs.
Board top.
Board top. Gulag.
I mean, they would, they'd have everything running like within a couple years, for
I
sure.
mean, you'd hope. They did just build their whole thing, though, so maybe they're a little bit concentrated on their roundhouse full of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They have enough toys in their toy box.
Oh, you know what? We should just have RJ Corman take over.
Oh yeah, R.J. Corman. They took over the Nashville and Eastern.
Where is that? You know what? That's a dumb question.
Yeah,
What
is
is
a dumb
that?
question.
It's a short. Let's see. I was reading this. It's a 110-mile system of short lines in the in and around Nashville. I almost said Nashville, Kentucky.
Nashville, Kentucky,
Nashville,
the
Tennessee.
famous.
Fuck. Nashville,
Like San
Tennessee.
Diego, Oregon.
Let's see. The Nashville and Eastern was founded in 1986. And they took R.J. Corman, got 2 lines from them. The Nashville Eastern, 130 miles, operating on lease track from the Nashville and Eastern Railroad Authority from Nashville to Monterey, Tennessee. And then the NWR, I think that's the Nashville Western or something. I don't know. Wait. Yeah,
And
Nashville
it's
Western.
where the NTCL things can operate.
Yep, this is tentatively where 576 will be operating.
576. I think we had. Did we have that like 576 article hanging around here forever and nobody talked about it? Did that ever get talked
yeah.
about?
But let's see, on their Facebook they posted stuff. I believe, they're starting negotiations for the move, and then details would be announced once everything's finalized.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
go
I don't
R.J.
know if we
Corman, I guess.
Yeah.
Are they
I don't
the
know
good
if we
guys?
covered it, but they're like G&W but better.
Okay.
They're just not everywhere.
I know, G&W always supposed to keep our
Yeah. Milky, we've heard it a million times. You're like the only railroad that they care about. We
All
get
I
it.
heard was,
Yeah, it's like
You're their
Oregon
golden
has
child.
The good G&W. Yeah, Ohio Central's kind of the, I don't know,
But
the
you
one
can have
that
steam on the
the
Ohio
one that
Central,
had
too.
the one that had a really good pass, and now they're just kind of, and then P&W is or the Providence Worcester.
Is they're taking over? Get them out of here. And also, don't forget about all the other railroads that they've taken over. The friggin' like
Corp's
I mean-
not doing that bad.
Achilles will rant and rave about Utah. There's also the New England Central Railroad. There's that one that's
There's
up
the-
in like northern New England. I don't remember what it's called. Like something in Quebec or whatever. Or the St. Lawrence and something.
We gave some stuff to Washington Railroad, and they're doing just fine with it.
Yeah, good for them.
I mean, they have a huge system of lines in Ohio that all sort of interconnect with each other.
Yeah. So they're there.
And from what I understand, they pass power around like a blunt.
Yeah, that happened.
Pass
Wow.
around like a blunt.
Wow,
Beautiful.
okay.
So it's gonna get around. It's gonna go around. The lightweights are gonna hit it, and then you're gonna get the big
Yeah.
dude who's just like.
Pass that SD70 to the left.
What?
Who's getting
I
baked,
don't know,
Vader? Who's getting baked?
I don't know. There's too many short lines in Ohio to count.
Well, who's
Yeah,
the biggest one?
some of them should run some passenger trains.
So,
I mean, Ohio Central did.
They
But
should run some more passenger
then
trains.
Jerry kind of sold everything, and now he was great, and now he's dead.
Uncle Jerry.
Oh, gosh.
Hopefully, the rest of the game will
But
be
one
able
of
to
the
show the
agreements
Empire
that
even
he
between
had
them.
with Ohio Central when he sold it was that he could run whatever he wanted on there.
Yeah, it was a Age of Steam has an arrangement with G&W.
Hey, you know how Runaway?
Too much, though.
I don't mean to cut in, but you know how Runaway trains have been all the rage lately.
Yeah.
yes.
Uh
This was today.
Oh.
huh. What was today?
Oh,
This is
no.
short 30-second video.
Runaway tank car.
It's just a tank car rolling on its own.
Nice.
Excuse
The
me.
one that went through Mexico or something? No.
There's snow. That is not Mexico.
That's somewhere where it's snowy.
Hey,
It's
that's
Bethlehem,
winter.
Pennsylvania. Look at it go.
That's winter.
Go high enough on a mountain, you might get.
What the hell?
It's got a green signal too.
Yeah.
oh, California.
So that
What
railroad is
the fuck?
okay with this. It's CSX, I guarantee it.
Did nobody?
It's
Did
the-
nobody?
It's the world's youngest flying switch in the world.
The flying switch.
When you tell the new guy to make a flying switch, but he just
lets
he
the
doesn't-
car go.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand how it works. I don't know.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something that I did in Run 8 one time. I was kicking cars down a hill and just sorting them that way.
Can't kick cars. Shame, shame, shame.
I was
I mean,
just letting it roll down the hill and sorting it into the proper industries as it needed.
Well,
I mean, I see him kick cars sometimes.
Can't
You
I
kick
could
Not
cars.
too
car
often.
this time.
Spyro, that is a glass wall. You can see through it, but you can't get through it, buddy.
I mean,
Lizard.
I try to kick. I kick cars and trains,
I do.
and
I'm
an
kicking
HO
cars.
scale when I can.
Scrub. If only we could get the AI to kick cars.
I mean, see, you can.
You, not reliably.
Well, no, you can. You just tell them to drive to a track mark and couple from something,
you
but
can
you
if
don't.
you're a madman.
But you don't put a stop command or something,
Mm-hmm.
or train to kind of like bugs out for a split second when you have an AI uncouple from something, and it launches the car that you uncouple from forward, or it launches it forward just enough, and sometimes it'll roll enough into something.
Okay. Well,
Usually, either in the car, or it'll stop itself, or worst case scenario, it'll go off the track.
well, see, that's not reliable. Anyway, what else
Well,
is happening
speaking
in
of
the world of
unreliable,
trains? What?
CSX.
CSX is not reliable.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking
Anything
of
but.
unreliable, CSX. CSX is suing Norfolk Southern.
Over
And-
what?
CSX is suing Norfolk Southern and another railroad, a short line, over access to the biggest, over an alleged monopoly at a port terminal.
Illegal monopoly.
CSX Transportation is suing Norfolk Southern Railway and the Chesapeake-based Norfolk and Portsmouth Beltline Railroad, alleging that they have conspired to create a monopoly at the Norfolk and Toronto
What the
terminals
hell
by
is
essentially
a
boxing out
conspiracy.
CSX at the Port of Virginia's largest container facility. So
But the
CSX is salty
precision
because
railroading, my guy.
That doesn't have anything to do with this.
this article's, I think this
I'll
article's a
search and know.
little old. Oh yeah, this article's from October, so I don't know how this played out, but
We haven't gotten any new news on it, so it's probably still
Yeah.
going on. I mean, part of me is like, yeah, that sucks. I don't like monopolies. But part of me is like, get your own port. Pick another one. There are other ports.
oh, 3 of the 6 voting Beltline directors hold leadership positions at Norfolk Southern and are named as defendants in the suit.
Collusion.
Russia.
I mean, that actually doesn't sound great. That's probably a little bit of a conflict of interest there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. Definitely. One there.
It notes further that the management of Beltline all of Norfolk Southern email addresses, which they use to conduct business at the Beltline.
Ooh, that's juicy. This is juicy stuff.
Spill that tea.
That
Spill
looks
it.
like GM buying the streetcars and turning them into buses. Kind of.
Anyway. Do we have any other collusion going on in the news this week? That's a fun. I want to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well,
We don't have any more collusion, but we have some wonderful news from Kentucky Steam Corp.
Oh.
The,
I
the
thought you were about to
three
say Kentucky Fried Chicken. Maybe I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. The 3 support cars that they got from ITM, the the RPO, the
Baggage.
former RPO baggage car, and the aux tender, all safely made it to Ravenna last
Woo.
Friday, I
Yay!
believe. Yeah, they're doing great things. I can't wait to get down there at some point once they once they're more established, if you will.
Yeah.
I just don't get how they're going to run, how they plan to run excursions deep in CSX land.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
careful.
Well, they have a good relationship with CSX already. So.
Yeah, but it's Steam and CSX.
Yeah, but CSX has changed. CSX, it's not
True.
different, but
True.
it's getting
It's
better.
precision railroading.
No. I mean, Hunter Harrison is dead,
Yeah.
and there have been a lot of changes since the days of Russ Rowland.
Yeah.
That is true. Excuse me.
So, maybe we'll see something different. Maybe we'll see.
I
maybe we'll
hope-
see-
I hope
CSX
so.
does Steam again.
Give me Steam.
Yes.
Hey, if you're gonna do steam excursions, bring them through Columbus,
No, that's not gonna happen.
please. Or
Well,
ORM would like to sponsor, or at least I do. I mean,
I am ORM.
I mean that's what we
I
did
am
with.
the Senate.
I mean that's what we did with the NS Steam program.
I don't know. Something needs to happen with the railroading in Ohio.
Something needs to happen with the politicians in Ohio, perhaps.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I saw a thing that
politicians,
Kasich's gonna make a presidential run in 2020.
Oh boy!
Nope.
Wait, didn't he try that already?
What?
I think so.
Yeah, he tried.
He's
Was
going
he
to
one
do
of
what now?
Kasich's running for president?
Again.
Let's not vote for him.
I don't
Let's
think anything's set in
not.
stone, but I saw it on Facebook this morning. And
Okay.
I'm like,
Not
please
I
so.
don't
no.
trust Facebook.
No,
That's where I
Facebook
get
is
my
the
news.
is the top stop for all your political news.
Yeah.
Facebook
Honestly, that's where I
full of
get
Russians. Okay.
Honestly, Facebook is where I get most of my news.
free.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
I get most of my news from
Just-
this podcast.
Also, not a good idea.
Also not.
It's worse. Well, like I get most of my rare news from Facebook, and then like
Oh.
if I see something on there, like I'll go and read about it. It's like a gateway to
Fake
other stuff,
news.
if you will.
It's
a gateway drug.
Speaking of politicians,
Yeah, what's what?
what?
Sorry, I couldn't words. Go.
I
I
can't
did
word
shoulder
either.
lengths.
California got a new governor. And
Governor.
first of all, I didn't hear about this. Why? Probably because I don't care about politics. But apparently, this California's new governor is committed to our high-speed rail program,
Hey.
and
Very good.
they just got a huge $647 million grant.
Hey.
But the Caltrain has kept the contractors on standby for so long
Yep.
that it cost them $20 million just because they've been on standby for so long to build.
Wow.
Because they're there, they have it planned, it's ready to build, but they aren't doing it. Why? I don't know.
Because it's expensive.
Because it's
Environmental shit, probably.
Monies.
Well, that and because, yeah, I would assume
Well,
that it's like,
if
okay,
we
now you have to pony up all these cash to actually build it.
Yeah.
if we could
Money and NIMBYs.
if we could stop setting ourselves on fire for
Yeah.
5 minutes
Yeah.
and let the air clear up that it's not toxic to walk outside,
That'd be nice.
that'd be pretty nice.
Hey, and that's why you guys are getting those new engines, right?
Yeah. Those
I guess we are.
new California locomotives are designed off of gensets, actually.
Well, let's hope they work.
Look,
Yeah,
They
they're
better be
better
they
than
better be
actual
better than
genset.
that genset.
Uh,
Gensets are
so
such
anyways,
garbage.
Genset
You
2
please.
Electric Boogaloo.
But I mean, I remember hearing about this Caltrain project years ago and was all souped up and hyped about it. But now I'm just like, are you actually gonna do it or no?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what happens. I've got
Yeah.
people that I work with that I met at like my work events and my new hire event that it was like, yeah, I'm one of the heads on the California High Speed Rail, and I was like, cool, I hope that does. I hope you can actually
Tell him to
do it.
hurry up!
Yeah,
Hurry up! I want to.
he's just a contractor. He's one of these guys that's like not that's sitting with their sitting rocking back and forth like, hey, I can't do anything. But when you keep these
Okay.
contractors on, it just ends up costing you money without any reward.
without anything getting done.
Yeah.
Halfway down the article, they have a picture of one of these new 2-4 switchers. And it looks like keeping a train set had a baby in the best ways.
Oh.
Let's hope it's that way mechanically.
Yeah, let's hope. Speaking of California Railroad news, the founder of the Pacific Locomotive Association died, unfortunately, and he saved a number of engines.
Damn.
It started with a small Prairie tank engine, and then went up to SP Pacific, which
Nice.
is now in the California Railroad Museum. 2462, and he also helped run the Sturgeon trains with that.
Well, how old was he?
He was 76. So
Oh, that's not that old. Like, it's old, but it's not that old. That sucks.
oh, he did a lot. So,
Yeah.
What?
You know who else is doing a lot? My museum, the Organometric Railway Museum, where we now own
Polar
all
Express?
9 of our Brussels cars, which is
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
it's almost polar time.
Because now we can start working on them. And then we can get to our next fundraiser that's definitely not Parts for 1067.
Well, hey,
And-
you've been pushing that Brussels stuff for a while. I'm glad you finally got the money for it.
Yeah,
Only
good
took
job.
us 3 years after we moved them all.
Give
Yeah.
Brussels.
So,
Can you call the smallest Brussels cars Brussels sprouts?
Yes.
that'd be our trayer.
Dude, that'd
So-
be adorable.
Okay.
Brussels
I
sprout.
love it.
To be
You
fair,
know, I wouldn't
like
feel
Brussels
bad
sprout.
calling our trayer Brussels sprout.
Dude, it's a Brussels sprout. You gotta freaking like
beautiful.
spray paint that on the side.
Well, speaking of small things, Little River
Oof.
110 is dead at the moment. They took it
Oh.
down. Yeah, they took it down for inspection. I think a couple weeks ago. They posted on their Instagram, so that's dead for now.
Press F to pay respects.
Well, you know what? There's another little engine out there in the world that's getting stuff done. We're selling tickets for its photo charter on the Oregon Coast Scenic. Skookum
Skookum!
is now taking reservations for their second charter because their first one sold out. And I've been hearing good things about.
Yeah, well, let's hope they can fix the engine.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, let's hope they
Fix-
don't
Don't
go
break it.
oof again.
Don't break
Yeah,
it. Don't
please.
break anything.
Don't oof yourself, please.
Yeah. I want you to
They
succeed,
won't do it
Skookum.
again.
I love you.
Keep yourself safe.
You're my favorite Malay.
Yeah. It's just a cute little engine. But anyways, the charter is on March 14th and the 15th of next year. So, should be cool.
Yay.
I'm not sure if I'm going to go. Or at the very least, stand at a railroad crossing and watch Skookum go by.
Yes. Send pics. Give me pictures of Skookum.
Yeah, give me.
Alright.
But I'm sure that they'll have it all fixed by then.
Yeah, well, I certainly hope so. Now, something that's a little bit more run down, if we're looking at some things. This article just got dropped in. I didn't even get the chance to share it with everybody. But there's a station in New York City on Westchester Avenue, and it's this very cool-looking, decaying station. It's in the Bronx, on top of the Northeast Corridor. It was,
Oh, yeah, it's
you know,
one of my favorite decaying stations.
are you being serious?
I had Grant.
Not that station.
Oh, well.
No, Westchester. This one. It's the most recent article in the guest list. I didn't get to put it in the
Damn it.
document because it just got posted. No, I'll talk about Grand Central in a minute. This is actually a really cool station. It's got like a terracotta roof, and what is it? It's got like this gold lettering. It is gorgeous, but it's abandoned.
Can you post the link to it?
It's in the guest list. Go in there. It was, you know, I don't know what happened to it. It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. It's just sitting there. It's,
Oh, well, that's just
it's
sad.
parked. It's not even like, it's not on the Register of Historic Places or anything like that. It's just there.
Yeah.
And it's covered in vines, and yeah, it sucks.
That's
It's
from January of 2018, but it's still
Yeah.
there.
yeah.
It's a bit, but it was a New Haven station, so
Yeah, it's a unique looking station, you know,
It would.
and it's on the Northeast Corridor. I'm not totally sure where it is. It's on the corridor somewhere.
Well,
it's in the
it's,
Bronx. It's in Westchester. It's there. I'm sure you can
It's
find it
there.
on a map. But, I don't know. I love these old decaying stations. It reminds me of the one in Fall River, or sorry, Central Falls. But, you know, it doesn't seem like there's any plans to do anything with it, so.
Okay. Maybe
Well-
they can put a restaurant in it.
You know,
Well,
fix-
speaking of doing things with stations,
Yeah.
there's this really neat article from the New York Times about 7 different train stations from the Midwest that were kind of abandoned and what happened to them after they were abandoned.
Okay.
Huh.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that the Michigan Central station in Detroit didn't get on here, but
Well, I'm sure we've talked about that station quite a bit. It's
Yeah.
it's famous in its own right. These are, I would assume these are more stations that can be missed. Oh well, not this one. This
Well,
is Kansas City.
Obscure.
the one in Cincinnati is probably not an easy one to miss.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's
Kansas
an
City.
article in Gary, Indiana.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
shit!
boy.
I completely
Yeah.
forget.
What?
I'll find a link to it in a little bit. But the Cincinnati Union Terminal just reopened from I think a multi-year cosmetic restoration
Yeah.
or something like that.
What are you gonna do? Pretty sure it's the only kind of restoration you can really do in a building.
Nothing really, actually.
Well, yeah. But
No,
you know,
we're restoring it to
you know,
operating condition.
You know,
Operational building.
Yes.
but yeah, go to Cincinnati Union Terminal if you get a chance.
Yeah, it's cool.
What?
It's amazing. I want to go back.
Oh, one of the stations that they have is Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone loves
Gary.
Gary, Indiana.
See, every time I see a Gary Railways, like a coil car or something, in my head I just hear Milky yelling Gary Railway.
Gotta love Gary
Gary.
Railways. One of the
Yeah.
best.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that was a real thing.
Gary Railways.
Until
It was the
Yeah,
real
until
name
like-
twice. Because you have the current Gary Railways, and then you have the interurban Gary Railways.
Oh man, everyone
yeah, I
loves
didn't
Gary
know the current one
Railways.
was a thing.
Yeah.
Gary, come home.
Why?
Well, you know what else is
Thought
gonna
that I had
come?
everybody-
This trolley car that was found in the middle of a house in New Jersey.
What? What?
Now,
Where?
you may recall a while back we had one that was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, wasn't there one that was like part of a house?
Yes, this is it. This is another one, but in New Jersey, and it's the only surviving trolley from the Trenton, New Jersey Transit Company.
Okay, what the hell?
I know. Now I'm starting to get my hopes up that there's one out there from Portland. Someone's
Yeah, just
house.
keep looking at some houses.
Yeah. We've been looking in the wrong spot this whole time, but it's incredibly weird that they just have this trolley in the middle of a house.
We found
Maybe we'll find a
trolleys in,
J3A in someone's house. I don't know.
Yeah.
or find a K-27 in a barn.
Yeah.
Ever. Call back.
K36, but it fooled
K36.
everyone.
K something.
Or 37 something.
One of those things.
K69.
K Lamau.
Yeah, K.
K Lamau.
But they have a neat assortment of pictures of them recovering it, and it's like the home was built around it, and it's something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's just there. Like, it's part of the building.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to build a real foundation for my house. I'll just throw it on the
Build it around
trolley.
a trolley.
Well, the trolley becoming a house part wasn't too uncommon, but a house being built around the trolley is pretty uncommon. Or rather, a house being built around the trolley. But they hope to save it. Or, well, rather, they are going to save it. Because it's the last of its kind. So, I'm not
Yeah.
sure what they're going to do with it. They're probably going to do a cosmetic,
Mhm.
but who knows? They could do anything. With enough money, you can do anything.
With enough money, that's absolutely true. With enough money, you can buy Grand Central Terminal.
Yeah.
Although only if you happen to also be in a transit company that currently rents Grand Central
Yes.
Terminal. That'd be the MTA. So the Metropolitan Transit Authority of... Oh, God, no. I don't want one of these. I don't want a
What?
survey. Hold on.
I don't
Let me do
want
a survey
that.
real quick. I have heard
This
of
is the
these
riveting
smartphones. Yes, next. I would consider purchasing none of these
Can you
smartphones.
quick skip at the
Uh,
bottom of those
no.
most of the time?
I
No.
looked.
Ooh.
This just show me a different survey or sign in.
Ooh.
Which of the following? None of the above.
Hey, podcast.
To
in
what
the
extent do you
comments,
agree with
answer
the...
these.
Hey, guys, to what extent do you agree or disagree with the statement? I think the Google Pixel is innovative. I neither disagree nor... What are these smartphone brands do you primarily use? This one. Alright, now I can read the article. So, this deal was approved by the Finance Committee Tuesday and needs to be approved by the full MTA board. So they're buying Grand Central Terminal. Just
Wow.
fully, purchasing it. They already rent it for a lot of money a year, like several $1 million a year. But they're paying $35 million to purchase the
So it's
station
worth it.
from the holding company that currently owns it.
Probably something Penn Central.
Yeah. So the deal made financial sense at a time when interest rates made it cheaper to buy now rather than continuing to pay rent for. How long do you think the lease was for?
Oh.
40 years, probably.
Nope. Try again. Longer.
999.
No. Shorter.
70.
But 270 years.
Okay.
So
So yeah, it was cheaper by build.
Yeah, I don't think it'll last that long. I think we'll have died by then.
well,
Like, apocalypse style.
well, you never know. It's just
And then you
saving
have
them.
Zombie Train.
Oh.
The $35 million purchase price is equal to the rent that the MTA has been paying under a lease deal signed in 1994 that would have expired in 2274.
Wow.
So, just before you emerge from Vault 111,
Yeah.
the deal will expire. And they've been paying the annual rent of $2.4 million, and it included an option for purchase in 2019, which is coming up, so they're going to be purchasing it. So they're still going to be taking in the money from all of the vendors that operate in Grand Central Terminal. Basically, they were getting that money anyway. The only difference is they're going to own the station now instead of paying rent on it. So that's interesting.
It just makes things easier.
Yeah, it makes things easier. Apparently, it makes financial sense in
In the long term. Yeah.
It appears to be that it really isn't. It really isn't going to be that much different, except what it says in legal documents. So yeah, and if you want to talk about big sales, the Florida Panhandle line from CSX Transportation has been sold to a private buyer. This is one of the lines that CSX put up, back
The name of Precision Railroad.
several months ago. And that's a 375-mile-long main from Pensacola to Baldwin, Florida, which is right outside of Jacksonville. And it's being sold to the Florida, Gulf, and Atlantic Railroad, which will be hiring 37 people. So if you want a railroad job, get down there.
Yeah.
And
Get to Florida, man.
Yeah, get to Florida.
Become
And
Florida
watch out for
man.
Brightline. And they're going to be rostering 20 locomotives, which are going to be mostly GP38s and GP40s that'll wear a red, white, and blue paint scheme. America.
America.
Yay.
And
I heard
maybe,
GP38, yay.
hopefully this will be
Successful.
conducive to seeing Amtrak return to this route, which would be really nice.
I
Yeah.
would imagine.
I would
I mean-
hope so.
I mean, what was it? I mean, CSX poured God knows how much into that line, a few years ago, so they could run long trains with DPUs on it, like maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, well, they put.
So
I
they're
mean,
getting a line in almost new condition.
and add to the fact that they had to basically rebuild the line back in 2005.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of work that's been put into this line in the past couple decades.
Anyway,
on the
someone
whole.
mentioned freedom.
Oh no! Here we go. Let's talk about this
KCS
stupid thing.
Got you covered. KCS has a veterans unit, and oh my god, it's the
KCS
ugliest
has
thing I've
made-
ever seen.
It's
The ugliest
It's like
heritage
it-
unit on the planet. Listen, I love veterans. I am an American. This is so ugly. And there isn't even a picture of it in the article. That's how ugly
Oh.
it is.
Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Hold on.
Do you
I
want a
got-
picture of it to hold up to the audience?
Yeah, I get it. I'll get it. It's up in the chat.
Okay.
Hold
So,
on.
I'll go find it.
News article that actually
I
has
mean,
a
what
picture in it.
the
Oh boy, there's always plenty of pictures of it.
Yeah, it's like if you took
It's
the UP Heritage unit that they made a little while ago, the Veterans one, and took everything they did right with that engine, which wasn't a whole lot, and threw it out the window. And it's
Yeah.
bad.
looks. See, it would work if they didn't have the fucking camo.
I mean, I think the stars are so bright and gaudy. The stripes
Yeah, no
don't
one knows
line
how
up
to do camo.
with the stars either. Like, you could have made them straight lines or something, or made the stars wavy. It's just there's too much going on that doesn't mesh, and the camo is god awful. You can't
And then
put
the
camo on.
Yeah.
KCS logos. It just looks like someone slapped a sticker on
Yeah.
it and went, "All right, that looks good."
Yeah.
It's bad.
Awful.
It's really bad. KCS, go back to being invisible. Seriously.
Can we call it a cursed image?
Yes.
Oh no, you know who actually was invisible? UP, because they actually did a good camouflaged unit at one point.
Yeah, that's true. They had the Desert Storm.
Yeah, Desert Boy.
Yeah,
Which is right
you
there.
See,
can-
it's like
can
you
do it.
either do all camo or no camo.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
And
of
UP
things,
is starting to become invisible again because they broke revenue records, but they ain't off employees. So
how is that becoming invisible? That just draws more.
Yeah, that was
attention.
a terrible segue, Milky. But I appreciate you trying to plug your article, so I'll let it pass this time.
the UP's Penix crude prices from petroleum or liquefied gas were up by 40%, but 700 jobs got cut.
Yeah, we talked about this, like shutting down of some pretty major facilities and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
UP. What are you doing? They're just slimming down.
They're progressive railroading. They're doing
Yeah,
the
right.
CSX.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
no,
CSX.
that's precision railroading. Progressive railroading's a completely different thing.
Yeah, Progressive Rail.
Uh,
Isn't that a company?
Yeah.
I don't.
Progressive is garbage.
Okay.
But,
Oh,
man, I'm
I have Progressive
Okay, I'm
Insurance
back. I'm off the
for
phone.
insurance.
all
I
right.
have.
Okay, I've heard some bad things about them though.
I mean, they're the second lowest prices in Rhode Island, so I don't know. I'm not. I hopefully will never have to deal with them because I have an old car and only get liability insurance.
Yeah.
What is it? I need to. Oh, wait, Milky, are you done? You're right here.
I was going to talk about another thing that's a little bit of a dispute. BNSF and trucking company JB Hunt are often a freight revenue dispute. The freight railroad says the trucking company owes more than $100 million under agreement for intermodal shipping.
Jesus.
So yeah, BN fighting the good fight.
I mean,
For revenue.
you'd hope. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's bogus.
Yeah, who knows? Plus the Wall Street Journal just called it trucker. So I'm not quite sure. That's the thing that's happening.
Truckers
you
are
gonna say?
hackers.
What do you have to say, Jader?
Yeah, trader.
I was gonna say, I plug my stuff real quick because I need to kind of get moving.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I just have a bunch of upcoming dates for Christmas events happening in my neck of the woods. All right, so I'll start with the Ohio Rail Museum, Our Letters to Santa. Those are, we're running those on December 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 22, and 23rd. Come on out. Kids get to write a letter to Santa and make some Christmas crafts and take a ride on our interurban number 64 while they're at it.
Can I
Yeah.
write to him too? I'm a kid at heart.
You can write to him. Go ahead.
Okay.
Write to Santa.
I mean,
Okay, where's
Ask
my
him
G?
how
sure you'll get everything
27
you want.
G1 trust.
I'll try to bring it up again at some point, but I started writing a parody of it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, but use ORM references.
Ah, nice.
and it kind of works.
Kinda.
I mean, okay. Let's see. Then the CMRC, our Christmas open house is coming up. Those are going to be on the weekends of December 1st and 2nd, 8th and 9th, 15th, 16th, 22 and 23rd, and 29th and 30th. Come on down, see some model trains,
Yay.
cookies and little Christmas treats and goodie bags and all kind of good stuff.
Goodies.
Not goodies.
Yeah,
Baddies.
Forbidden
come on,
cookie.
yeah,
Forbid.
yeah, come
That's
on
the
down.
thing
see
that the
some-
Wellington drops.
That's the
Yeah, come on,
the PEA.
come on down, see some trains, enjoy some Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
We'll probably have. I'm gonna try to find a fucking Santa hat to wear for when I'm there.
Awesome.
Send me pictures of Spider Hat. Or Santa Hat.
Black Santa.
Spider hat.
Black Santa.
Black Santa.
Oh, no.
Ho ho ho.
Okay, and let's see.
Oh, motherfucker.
All right,
Jader
and then
IRL.
our
Jader, I'm sorry.
thanks. Let's see.
Ow.
Okay, and then at Hocking Valley, our Santa Day trains are
Whoa.
November 20. Yeah, they're at 11 and 2. They're at, let's see, November 24th, December 1st, 8th, 15th, and 16th. And then we originally had 2 Santa night trains on December 7th and 14th, but due to popular demand, we added one on the 8th. And I believe all of those are sold out. I believe, yeah, all of those are sold out except for the one on the 8th. That was just added 2 or 3 days ago, and I haven't kept up on that if that's sold out or not. Yeah, I get to do my first polar experience.
Yay! That's where
Yay.
Wibold is. We probably won't see Wibold for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only working one train, and then it's grinding for finals.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hey, so
One
two more
yeah.
episodes. Might as well say this here. 2 more episodes until Zombie Train Locomotive Versus. You guys
Woo,
still
I
be
will try
embroiled
to be
in
here
polar.
for that.
Oh no.
Come on,
let's see.
CSR, get Skookum running in 2 weeks.
I'll let Skookum go. It's running enough.
Let's see, and then my termination background noise.
Background noise. Yeah, rip.
Yeah. All right,
well.
see you guys.
Okay.
All right.
See you, Jader.
See you,
You know what else is whip? A student got hit by an Amtrak train down in Florida.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
A lot of
That
people have been getting hit by a lot of things recently.
In Florida.
And none of them's bright line,
Yeah.
which is amazing and kind of disconcerting.
Got Amtrak
But then
running
the
Blue Mountain
Amtrak has
Northern.
even more problems that actually extend much further than the recent string of accidents.
Oh no.
Which is the name or title of this article by chance. So awesome.
Not
Free
awesome.
segue.
This is
But
bad.
not awesome. They have problems. A train traveling from North Carolina to New York crashed into a car.
Illegally parked. Nice.
Illegally parked.
Nice.
Nice. Bro.
Then
Gonna get this
the
good
bumper of the
parking
car
spot.
got hit. No injuries were reported in both incidents. Except for last week, there was a man in Norfolk, Virginia that was killed when a train collided with a dump truck. And
Oh, there goes that.
pretty much everyone is now concerned about safety.
Well, that's a good thing. Good. Don't go on the tracks. It's almost as if trains
Well, no, that's
go
not
in
even
predictable locations and follow a predictable pattern
Oh,
that you can
yeah.
learn to not get in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost.
But that's the least of their worries because they go on and on about how Richard Anderson, the CEO of Amtrak,
Oh yeah, this
That's-
is a great We Hate Anderson article.
yeah, it really is, and it dives deep into stuff that we previously talked about, like food, and just
I mean, my only hope is that Anderson does not lower Amtrak to the point where the next administrator, whoever he is, can't bring it back to what it was. You know?
yeah.
I just hope it doesn't become too far gone, so to speak, because Amtrak is about this luxury travel, and relatively speaking, and
Yeah.
it's really all it has going for it. And if you take that away, it's gonna be much less enticing. People won't sit on a train for a couple of days if the food is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Like
run
the-
the path through some soup and comfy seats.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like Amtrak is like the food on
You,
Amtrak
you gotta
is
have
pretty
good soup.
It's not. You can't get away with it like you can on a plane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what that's what the article directly compares it to. Fucking airline service.
Well, of course, because Anderson's an airline exec, formerly.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe we should stop letting people who don't know how to run railroads run railroads. Might be a good
Well,
idea.
That's true. It's just at this point, where do you get somebody who does?
Yeah, they're
Eh,
hard to find.
There aren't exactly that many passenger railroads out there that you can pull people from, and certainly
No.
not many. Not any in the U.S. to the scale of that.
No.
It's
no,
it's
no.
it's a big deal, and it's just a question of who do we put in this position? Clearly, an airline exec is not the right person, but
Yeah.
who is?
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Amtrak hitting things,
Oh.
Amtrak
Great.
hit a semi, and Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern hit a semi. They both hit semis.
Oof.
Fortunately, they were not the same semi.
Yeah.
Could have been the same
Fortunately.
driver. That would have really sucked.
Yeah.
Again.
And
Really?
And then two pedestrians got hit by a Polar Express train and died.
Yep, this was in my neck of the woods. This was on Cape Cod, the Cape Cod Central Railroad, and that's
then-
got to be horrific. Because imagine you're a little kid on the train, and the train stops, and you don't know why. Obviously they wouldn't be announcing that to parents, but it's like, oh, why?
They would try and sugarcoat it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a red signal.
And then finally, some kids were taped climbing through the cars of a train stuck at a crossing. Just
Don't do that.
yeah, it's just a bad time all around
Yeah.
for people trespassing.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we have an article in here, if I recall correctly, of NS
Yep,
versus
right here.
versus trespassers. Yeah. All right, hold on one second. Let me put this in the cargoes, and then we'll discuss it. It's really something so simple as Amtrak is NS, not Amtrak. NS is
Yeah.
cracking down on trespassers in Reading in particular, but the railroad police, which are still a thing,
Yes. They are still there.
they're trying to stop people from trespassing. A lot of people cross, the tracks or walk along the
I see all the
tracks.
time here.
or-
They just go into the rail yard and just fly out, walk across it.
Yeah,
Like
it's
there.
not safe. It's not something you should be doing. You've got to.
Just, do you want to have a bad time?
Yeah, do you want to die? Do you want to lose a leg or an arm? That sort of thing. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Don't walk on train tracks. Don't do that. You'll get killed. You could die. Nobody wants to die. Well, nobody should want to die, and nobody should want to be the. Nobody should want to be the person that an engineer kills
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well.
Well, unless you're a very sick kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please
let's talk
don't
about
forget-
Anderson some more. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Why would you
no.
like talking about Anderson?
Yeah, we
Do you have a
talk-
minute to talk about Henderson?
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior.
Not.
no.
No. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior private cars?
Oh no.
Foam, foam,
Hey.
foam, foam.
I saw a private car on the. I actually last night saw a private car on the Barstow rail
shit.
cam.
Well, if you want to see all the private cars,
Go to Albuquerque.
go to Albuquerque, go to Grahamland, and there's going to be the convention. Yeah. The
Yes.
2019
Former Graham, if you're
AAPRCO, American Association of Private Railcar Owners, is going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you'll be able to get your car there via the Southwest Chief, I believe, is what they're saying. And
Son of gun.
Graham is going nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure
Graham?
Graham is gonna foam so hard. I expect to see so many pictures.
Between this and SB18,
Yeah,
Graham
exactly.
is just gonna explode.
Which is
Let's
in,
talk about
Durango
SB18.
now.
It's there. It's there. It's steamed up.
Yes, there are several videos of it steamed up, and
Gonna be going up from Durango.
Shoveling coal.
But it's
but
oil
it's in the
fired.
Silverton.
Shoveling oil.
Shoveling
Yeah.
oil.
60,000
Shovel
oil
oil.
units.
No.
Tons.
But yeah, it's up there
Gallons.
until June 2019, and they plan on running, I think, every Thursday in February in March. That's what I've been hearing. Oh, well, it says down here, January and February, right there. Cool. It's mainly to teach crews how to fire an oil-fired engine, because there are differences between the two, believe it or not.
So you want to fire an
Believe it or not.
oil-fired engine?
Well, between the conventional
Yeah.
coal-fired, or, well,
Yeah, no, we know what you mean.
but yeah.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So,
cool.
yeah,
And they can
I-
operate more than a mile.
I want to see so much foam. Send me all the. I want to see pictures of SP18. I don't know anything about SP18. I find it kind of cute, except for the tender, though. I've got all my news out.
Okay.
Me too.
I have a or actually two Christmas things to talk about, but they're on the same website. Christmas Tips at Amateur Trolley,
Christmas ships.
which is running from December 5th to the 19th, which the dates are all on the website. And also on the website, if you hover over that special events tab, they have a holiday trolley, which is pretty much Christmas caroling, but on the trolley. So that could be pretty fun.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
It can move.
That will be departing at 5:50 p.m. and on Thursday, December 13th, and at 3:50 on Sunday, the 16th of December. Kids are $25. Tickets for kids are $25. Adults are $30, and kids under 4 are free. So yeah, should be pretty fun. First year that we're doing the other thing. Christmas Tips we've been doing every year. But you may notice on the Christmas Tips that the trips are separated by A and B. That's because we have two trolleys. And they will be running then.
Nice.
Yeah, should be
I
cool.
saw the picture from Christmas ships. It looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of silly, but cool.
Speaking of Christmas, two things. One, the Little River Railroad, which is the 110 guys, are going to be running Santa trains for the first 2 weekends of December. And Sue 1003 is back for Christmas trains.
Woo.
Woo.
Oh,
I'm gonna sue you.
Well, you know why I'm not sure it's back? Freight service on the P&W between Corvallis and Albany. Because they were using UP power to get a train from Corvallis and then go down to Eugene, right? So to do that, they have to navigate this one particular bridge near Hyde Park, which is between Albany and Corvallis. And apparently there was a little bit of a, not quite sure because it's still under investigation, but I think there was a small section of track that was a little bit washed out somehow, or a little bit bent, enough to where a few freight cars made it through that section of track, and then once they got to probably the fifth car, the train just derailed.
Oh, is the bridge okay?
I not really.
That reminds me of
probably not.
The wailing off of it's gone because the old lumbar cars went off of it.
Yeah.
And But the weird thing is, it was the one train that P&W uses UP power on for the most part. So I blame UP. they caused this. But about 3 cars all were the ones that were majorly affected by the derailment.
Well, hope they get that
So-
cleaned up.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I hope they do too. But it's just something that happened. That's all my news.
I've
Okay.
got nothing else to really talk about.
Yeah. All right. Well, are we all wrapped up then?
I've got 2 things.
Speak.
Ontario Northland has debuted a heritage unit. It repainted
Is it ugly?
No, actually,
Oh.
I think it looks pretty nice.
I agree.
Yeah, they rebuilt an SD40-2 and repainted it how it was originally painted.
Hey.
Okay.
Ooh.
It makes me think of Mason's scheme a little bit with that stripe.
Then, earlier this month, in like early November, the Port Huron and Detroit Railroad Historical Society did a thing. They celebrated Port Huron's railroad history. Got a restored caboose and stuff. It's neat. I should go there sometime.
Go there.
I should go there sometime. Phone some CN.
Do it. I don't ever get CN. I don't even get freight trains most of the time.
You know, speaking of CN,
Uh-oh.
I think it's CN or CP. For some reason, a Canadian railroad has trackage rights to Roseville, down to
CP.
like Fresno.
I mean,
Oh. Have
Don't-
you seen Canadian Nationals map?
yeah, Canadian National goes to like the Gulf of Mexico.
Why? They're so far. What the hell? I don't get it.
Well, the thing is, they kind of just took all of their American railroads that they had operating under them and just consumed. Some of them technically still
Consumed.
exist.
They conrailed themselves, is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Grand Trunk Western does technically still exist, but CN basically took over all its tracks and most of its locomotives and cars. So,
God damn it,
yeah,
CN. Let us have some individuality.
Yeah, it goes all the way down to New Orleans. But hey, there are still some Grand Trunk Western painted units.
Are there?
Yes.
Okay. I won't hold my breath until I see one.
Just
Anyway. Alright. Are we wrapped up then? With this news? Because we have one small segment left.
oh no.
Oh, it's Maintenance Away. My
Yeah.
favorite.
And this is the part where we talk about the latest train on Amtrak. And because Achilles ruined it last time, I will discuss the rules first. Nobody looks at the Amtrak map except for me. And you guys take guesses as to what train you think is the latest train on Amtrak. And I tell you if you're right. So, who wants to make the first guess?
I
Don't
want
know
to
my
guess that it is the Lakeshore.
Lakeshore Limited, which direction?
The one going towards Chicago.
Okay. Alright, Milky?
I'm going to guess the Cardinal going east.
Ooh, good guess. That one's always late.
Yeah, Cardinal can be very late. Alright. And Doxon?
Southwest Chief. They've had a bad week.
East or west?
West.
West.
Thanks.
West.
Thanks. West. Okay. So, the
West
Southwest
Patrick.
Chief going westbound is currently late by 6 minutes
Aw.
at Gallup. Oh, it's 24 minutes late. The other one is 24 minutes late at Fort Madison, Iowa. But not very late. The Lakeshore Limited to Chicago is 19 minutes late at Schenectady. The Cardinal. Which one did you want, Milky?
Eastbound.
There is not an eastbound Cardinal in the system, actually.
Westbound.
Yeah. The westbound Cardinal is 47 minutes late at Montgomery, so that's, I think, the latest one we've picked so far, but neither of those are the latest train on Amtrak. There's one that's experiencing a service disruption. I'm not going to count that. The latest train on Amtrak is the Crescent at 4 hours and 3 minutes late, number 19, southbound to New Orleans.
Okay.
Followed by the Coast Starlight, heading north.
Damn it!
Currently in Salem, Oregon.
Oh
at
no!
3 hours and 17 minutes late.
Ah.
And here are the two bugged out trains. Or here's the service disrupted train. The Palmetto is service disrupted, almost 5 hours late at Wilson, North Carolina. Although it's been off the radar for a while. And then there's the one that's really bugged out. Because I think it's measuring for the previous day. All of the stops are 3 or 4 minutes late, but overall it says it's 23 hours and 36 minutes late. It's an Empire service train. So clearly that seems to be bugging out. I think that one's just reading for the wrong day. But anyway, that's the latest train on Amtrak. Let's move off. Into the very last. Now, I mentioned the fact that Zombie Train Locomotive Versus in a couple of episodes. I just wanted to get that out there.
Yes.
To remind everyone, Zombie Train Locomotive Versus is you bring a locomotive that is currently operating that you think would fare the best in the zombie apocalypse if it started to happen right now. Zombie Train style. And also, a couple of episodes ago, we didn't have any fanfare about it, but episode 104 marks 4 years of the Terminus podcast. So I'd like to thank you. And that's going to be my termination as well, but let's terminate for real. Doxson, what are your final words?
My final words are, join my Discord. Let me just grab the invite link.
Okay. Anyway, Jados was background noise.
Yep.
He stole the document.
Yeah. He wants to keep an eye out for the for those terminations.
For pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There.
Which I guess leads to me for my termination.
Yep.
Which is a video of a place that we were going to go during the Train Mountain trip that never happened. Fred Kepner's production in Southern Oregon. It's a pretty nice video of it.
Nice. Okay, and as for myself, I'd like to thank everyone, guests, viewers, hosts and co-hosts, co-hosts and engineers and firemen, for 4 years of this podcast.
Yeah, it's been an honor.
It's hard to think that, most of us came into this group as
High schoolers.
Scrubs.
As high schoolers, and, we've all seen ourselves mature and grow up and
Find ourselves.
move through lives and figure out who we are. And
Oh, I'm halfway through that.
yeah, you'll get there.
You figure it out in a few years.
But-
Older.
It's been
I
one
don't
hell of
think
a
you're
ride.
older. God damn it.
It's been one hell of a ride, and I'm glad I'm on this train.
Yeah.
Choo choo. Alright, anyway.
As for my termination, meet Evangeline, and there's a link there, and that's, a piece of art I got commissioned if I were if I were a wyvern, pretty much.
Nice.
Alright, and that is just one more episode of the Terminus podcast. We'll see you again in another couple of weeks. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeet.